Coming up, it's round 2 of the NCAA13 CFT with Michigan State versus USC. Two teams duking it out for the chance to continue on their journey to becoming the national champions of the college football tournament. Tune in.
This is NCAA13. This is that other guy.
Along with the Brownsville Gamer.
And welcome to another exciting game with Michigan State versus the USC Trojans. Another exciting matchup to see who is fighting for position for the 14 playoff spot.
Well, we're watching a pretty interesting game because right now we're seeing two teams from really commanding conferences. They're trying to keep themselves going as they're going to the second game of the preliminary series. Let's take a look at these two great teams, starting off with Michigan State. They're currently 1-0 as they go into their first match, actually away, and they're doing it at a pretty tough place at USC. Speaking of which, USC, they have possession, and they are now second and third.
What do you think Michigan State has to do to combat USC's offense? They are the number 2 top team in the country.
Oh, well, USC is a program that if they can figure out how they can keep the running game going consistently, they can try to shake up the defense. Now, the passing game, I don't know. That's something to be expected. The tight end number 86 was able to get the reception, so now that's a new set of downs. And with USC, if they're able to keep such a balance at a healthy tempo where they can, run the ball when they need to, but throw it deep when they have to, we can see a great command of great offense being played by USC. Right now, that was 2 yards earned by halfback number 22.
And what do you think USC have to do to continue their momentum going into the tournament so far?
Well, let's first talk about the fact that USC is going into the second game down one match. They lost to Florida. And what's interesting about that game is that Florida, going into that match, was an unranked program that made it to the CFT, not even from their own conference tournament. Remember, Ole Miss is playing in the tournament as the representative of SEC. So the fact that they were able to win a runner-up cup to get in, Florida is not a fluke, and they upset USC as a result of it.
That is true. It's now 3rd and 3. USC's already in the red zone. Can they strike blood first right here in the first quarter with 2:33 left in the first?
Halfback is going to take it, and he's going to take it to the house. That's a touchdown, USC.
And they already strike blood first, scoring the first 6 points of the game.
It's not easy playing away, and when you're doing it in East Lansing, you're going to have to show out if you're going to show up, and that's something that number 22 did. The kicker, number 48, manages to make the upright for the extra point. Now that's going to make it 7-0 USC.
Yeah, the fans are hyped. They already strike blood first. How do you think Michigan State should be able to, as you can see, it's a touchback. What do you think they have to do in this first drive in order for them to make any mark after going down by a score?
Look, USC likes to play zone, right? They love to play zone. They want to make sure that they're able to control any of these potential wide receivers. But right now they give it to the halfback. The halfback doesn't do much, only get about a couple of yards. And so as a result, it allows for the quarterback, in this case, looking at number 24, the halfback is going to take it all the way. That's a touchdown from Michigan State.
Well, I guess they answered our question. They strike blood right back.
Yeah, and they did it by running. I was about to say that the quarterback has to think about what options he can make in the event that he can't get to his primary receiver. In this case, the halfback, number 24, was able to see a very open gap and took a huge advantage.
Well, credit the offensive line. They blocked pretty well, and it was able to get that running back what he needed to get into the end zone.
A huge gap for 73 yards, and the kicker makes it in. Already, we're now 7-7 with just 1:56 remaining in the first quarter.
This might turn into a shootout, and USC gets the ball back with about 1:56 to go in the first quarter. What do you think that you've seen so far after these first two drives from both teams?
It seems that both teams need to work on defense. That's for sure. But the second thing is, if we look at USC right now, the quarterback is trying to take advantage of his big man. Again, back to the tight end, number 86, to try to get a lot of yards for another drive. And now we're looking at a potential running play. Quarterback number 7 gives it to the halfback 22, sees at least about 8 or 9 yards. It's going to be 9, making it 2nd and 1.
Wouldn't you credit Michigan State's offensive line for that touchdown instead of saying bad defense? I mean, they got some incredible blocks for that running back to get into the end. So I wouldn't say that's bad defense. It's just good blocking.
Yeah, unless you're USC and you're the second best team in the game. I mean, at this point, it's your job to make sure that you don't have that type of, flaw in your line. Like, I feel like that was an opportunity that USC should have easily controlled as early as the first drive of the game.
That may be true, as they got the first down, and now they're going to go with another running play, and that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, number 30 didn't know what to do, and that was a very big exposed moment that's giving them an extra 3 yards going the other way. Number 7 steps back, and that should have been an interception.
That was almost a pick, but luckily, we do have an injury.
Number 22, a very important player on the offense, is going to try to stick it in, hopefully keeps healthy, gets it to the wide receiver number 85. That's going to be a first down for USC.
Are they going to get this off before the end of the first quarter? Let's see. And they do.
They do, and number 22 is going to hold on to it and stay in the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And a pretty exciting first quarter so far. We're entering the second quarter as USC is already in the red zone. The game is tied at 7. Let's see what they do here. 2nd and 10.
Quarterback number 7 steps back. And that, again, another opportunity for a possible interception. And one other thing I didn't mention, top 4 teams going into the second round. We have Michigan State, what we're looking at right now. They're the 4th seed. And here we go, USC making another reception for another first down. And now USC is going to try to take it in. They're already at the red zone. First attempt at the red zone. Passes it to number 22, gets about 3 or 4 yards, and that's now 2nd and goal.
It is now 2nd and goal, ball on the 5-yard line, I'm assuming, and he is going to get about
maybe 1 or 2.
If they're generous, 2. Nah, they only gave him 1.
Look, they're 5 for 5 in third down conversions, and they're at the red zone, so this could be a great chance for them to convert 6 here. And the halfback takes it. And that could have been a nasty interception. USC is going to have to settle for a chip shot for 3, and now it's going to be 10-7 USC.
I mean, the ball was tipped, so luckily it wasn't intercepted, but the receiver could have caught. That would probably have been a really good touchdown if it was caught. But, hey, it's woulda, coulda, shoulda at this point. And it's another touchback by Michigan State as they take the ball at the 20-yard line.
I mentioned in the top 4 rankings, Michigan State is number 4. Notre Dame, representing the D1 Independent Cup, they're 3rd. Louisiana Tech, you wouldn't have expected to hear that team representing Conference USA. They're 2nd seed. And Florida State from the ACC is the top seed going into the second round.
I wouldn't expect of all teams in the country, Louisiana Tech being in the tournament. Who would have thought? But, I mean, hey, stranger things has happened in the tournament, as you know.
Well, look, I think the qualification process makes the game very unique. Every conference in D1, the BCS, of course, and other programs that align to the D1 standards, they get an opportunity to play in the tournament. Everyone gets a conference game. The winners of the conferences, they participate in the tournament. So, look, they're the best in Conference USA. Could they potentially be the best in the whole tournament, being national champions? We'll find out. But right now, looking at MSU, they're already at 3rd and 5.
Let's see what they do here.
They'll try to convert.
And no, nothing. 3 and out.
USC got it done. It's going to go back. And they're going with the ball with about 2 minutes to the end of the first half. Wide receiver number 2 holds on to the ball. And it's going to stay at the 25.
It doesn't really go anywhere. He should have just took a touchback for all that. But nonetheless, it's 1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line to play action pass, and the ball is
bam! Caught. The tight end again, number 86, gets the reception for another first down. This is his 3rd reception for 70 yards.
I mean, he's putting the team on his back so far. It's going to look like another running play. They're going to get about maybe 1. It's now 2nd and 9. Ball on the 40, about 40-something. Oh, no, the ball is caught. Wow, 1-arm catch. And they moved the chains. Ball at midfield right now with 1:31 to go in the half. Can they score points before halftime? Let's see what they're going to do here.
Look, right now, USC is going to step back. Number 7 tries to get it to the wide receiver, number 85, but that didn't work out. Speaking of wide receivers, number 2 is going to step out of the game for a bit due to a minor injury. Hopefully, we'll see them back before the game is out. 86 gets the ball and gets a key reception for another first down. Speaking of wide receiver number 2, coach decides to keep him in the game. Opportunity for 6 right there. Number 7 gets it to the wide receiver number 10. And USC is going to take their second timeout with about 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the first half.
They're already in the red zone once again. Can they punch it in before halftime? Let's see what they do here. And it's going to be a touchdown, UFC.
Another touchdown by USC now makes the game 17-7. My friend, if we want to just talk about something before our program, we talked about who you think is going to win this game, and you were very upfront, and I'm surprised you didn't bring it up in the beginning. You have USC as an easy favorite. Are they confirming your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've been responding to everything Michigan State has done, and they're controlling the game. Oh, man, I don't know what the quarterback was doing there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, they have been controlling the game. They're running the ball efficiently. The quarterback, he is making dangerous passes, but he's making them before he's throwing them. But at the same time, Michigan State are not out of it yet. I mean, it's still early in the game, but right now, I think USC could run away with this game if they make anything else after this play here.
MSU has to capitalize with less than a minute to go in the first half, and USC is going to take their final timeout. 4th and 6, Michigan State's going to kick the ball, giving USC about a minute to possibly get another 6 points before the half.
They can grab a lot of momentum going to halftime. They can at least get in field goal range with about 49 seconds left. I would have took a touchback, but or fair catch it, but we'll see what happens. I mean, they're already close to midfield. They're at the 35-yard line. Let's see what they do here.
Now it's already 2nd and 10. Quarterback steps back. Bam, gets it to the tight end, and another reception for a first down.
And that was smart because it stops the clock because he got out of bounds. Let's see what they do here. And it's
tries to do it again with wide receiver number 10, but it didn't work out. 2nd and 10.
Let's see what they do here.
Wow, do I see an all streaks?
Yeah, 4 right outs. Let's see what they do here. And it's
number 10 collects. And that's a big gain with about 30 seconds remaining in the first half. We could see at least 3, maybe 6. A floppy catch, and that was reckless.
That ball was tipped once again. It's almost intercepted. We'll see a little pump fake here, and it is
Bam!
Touchdown.
I mean, that was cute. That was cute.
This quarterback, he is living dangerously. He's living a wild side.
The quarterback is one thing. The tight end is playing like a wide receiver, just bulkier, more athletic, and can just get it downfield.
Michigan State, I don't know what you guys might have to change the game plan. You're already down by 3 scores, and it's not even halftime yet. It's not looking good for Michigan State.
I think USC is trying to remind everybody that the loss to Florida, that was a fluke. It didn't happen. It's not what you see. We need to move on because this is ridiculous. That was crazy. MSU takes a timeout. It's now their second. 16 seconds remaining. They're going to try to get maybe 3 points.
He had to throw that away. 2nd and 10, 12 seconds left to go. They're at pretty much midfield. They got to get at least 40 yards to at least get in field goal range at the very least.
And number 10 being patient. Now you see the linebacker, number 55. That should have been an interception right there. What about all hands?
Well, that's true. But hey, I rather, it's better to get that than to get intercepted. A little pump fake action, and he's going to not go anywhere. It's 4th and 7.
And with 1 second left, I mean, go for it. Why not? They can just basically just down it and call it a day, but they're going to see if they can do something. Number 10 holding on. And goes deep, and bam, interception by the free safety, number 19. And that's just evidence of how much USC has exploited Michigan State in the first half.
Yeah, it's just been a terrible routing by USC. They have controlled this entire first half. And we start the third quarter. What do you think Michigan State has to do to try to get back in this game now that we're in the second half?
I mean, they have to hold on to the ball, and they have to get downfield in a way that they're not just creating a bunch of quick 3-and-out situations. I also think the quarterback, number 10, they're playing way too risky. Another example of why I feel the quarterback number 10 needs to be careful here. They're not handling the zone. I mean, even when there's moments of the blitz, he's lost. He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he has some tools. He do have moments of opportunities where he can have his offensive personnel do something, but I just don't see much.
Yeah, you do have a point there. Oh, man, that was almost sacked. He got the ball off just in time, and he got taken down. It's now 2nd and 10. They got to do something on this drive here, or they're going to be in serious trouble.
Quarterback number 10.
And he's taken down for a sack.
And that right there, from number 96, another moment, another punch in the face to the quarterback number 10. Number 10 steps back, up the middle, and 25 with a gorgeous catch. That gives MSU a really critical first down.
Gives them some life. They're already pretty much near the red zone. It's now 1st and 10. Ball on the 30, I want to say 33-yard line. Drops back to pass. Number 10, and he is going to throw it away.
The quarterback number 10 had so much time to see the field. And it's sad that nothing developed.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and 10, and it's going to be caught. Oh, big hit, 3rd and 3.
Now, Michigan State has to recognize, you got to capitalize on 3rd down. They're 1 in 4, 25% in conversions on 3rd down.
And he got it.
But it's going to be improved with that key first down in the red zone. Possibility, try to move their way up, maybe by 3, hopefully for 6. Quarterback number 10 steps back, gets it to the halfback, number 24, and we have a little glitch there, but that is a confirmed first down. And the quarterback, 8 for 17 for 108 yards, trying to slowly make their way up in terms of generating some yardage. This should be an easy punch in for 6. And the halfback will do so for a Michigan State touchdown.
And they're not out of it yet. They're only down by at least about a possession and a half after this extra point. And let's see what happens here. And the kick is up, and it is good. It's now 14-24. USC still takes a commanding 2-possession lead with 2:55 left in the third quarter. 10 plays, 75-yard drive. MSU has life.
Number 2 gets the ball starting all the way from their yard, and right now they're pretty much at the 25. Number 7 gives it to the halfback. Number 22 makes the first down a little bit more. Look, this is a halfback that is averaging about 5 to 6 yards per possession, and he's getting a lot of key first downs. Right now, number 7, boom, gets it to the tight end, number 86, with the spin move, gets about a first down and more. And the quarterback, number 7, for 256 yards, is about 50% in terms of pass completions.
That's pretty good. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. What's City do here? They halved it off to the halfback.
Goes up the middle and gets another first down.
Looks like a gain of 15 yards on the play. As we see here, look at that hole there, and he gets it right there. It's now 1st and 10, ball well past midfield. They're already in their own territory. With 2:16 left to go in the third, it's 24-14 UFC.
And here we go. Right now, we see that this is going to go to the halfback, number 22. Sees an opening gap right there.
Ooh.
And 3 chasing him. Couldn't get the first down, but it's just about a few inches to the goal. And bam!
Oh.
That was a big hit, but USC gets the first down, so they move the chains. About 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
You see what they do here? Looks like another running play here. Pass off to the halfback, and halfback gets
number
shoulder
5
blocked.
read that completely, lost a 2. Now it's 2nd and 12. Steps back, looks at possibly number 86, but couldn't connect. USC 5 for 6 in third down conversions. They can try to improve it here as they're going 3rd and 12. Number 7 gives up the ball to the linebacker, number 40. For a MSU interception.
If you keep playing with matches, you're going to get burned. He kept throwing those dangerous passes all game, and it finally came back to haunt him.
And now look at this. The quarterback, number 10, thinks he has legs.
I guess he looked like he was trying to pitch the ball, but he never got the opportunity to, and he only got a gain of 1.
Well, look, positive momentum. He's moving forward, not backwards. And speaking of forwards, number 24 is going forward for the first down, and that moves the chains with about less than a minute to go in the third.
I don't know. Looks like his knee was down before he hit the market, but hey, it's woulda, coulda, shoulda at this point.
No flag, no problem. Gives it to number 24 to the halfback, Nice trick play, no positive yardage there.
What the hell was that? I don't know what he was trying to do there. You almost looked.
I think there was a miscommunication. It had to be, because that right there, it seemed like they weren't connected.
And nowhere.
Tries to give it back to number. Yep. Tries to give it back and couldn't do much with it. And now third down, third and 15. They're 2 for 5 in third down conversions. I mean, this is the final quarter for MSU to try to make something. The tight end number 80 gets it, but couldn't get enough yardage. It goes back to USC.
I don't know what he tripped over, but that trip cost them a first down. Now they got to give the ball right back. We're already in the fourth quarter now.
At the 40.
It's do or die now time for MSU. They got to make some momentum. If USC scores in this possession here, this game is pretty much out of reach.
Look, they need a key stop, and it's going to start with the halfback. Positive momentum, first down for USC. They need to do it immediately as the clock is ticking. MSU needs to have a response. And the quarterback is going to do what any quarterback would do when they're up by 10 with less than or about to be less than 4 minutes. They're going to milk the play clock, and he might snap at the 5. No, maybe at the 3. Here he goes. 22 gets it, moves about 5 yards. And the clock is still running. MSU yet to run a timeout. Another running play.
I don't know what's going on. They need to start. Well, no.
I mean, it's obvious. They're running the clock down. They want to make sure that if they have to give it back to Michigan State, they're not going to give them a lot of time to try to make momentum. They're only down by 10.
This is true. Let's see what happens here.
Another milk the clock opportunity. The snap is in. Halfback 22 gets the first down, moving the chains. And at this point, they're at the 25, so they can get at least 3 there. MSU has to do something. I figure if they burn another minute, they'll use their first timeout.
Honestly, how much time they don't have, they should have already used the timeout already. But, hey, I'm not a coach. As you can see, USC is killing the clock here. They pretty much have this game in the bag, and they're not going anywhere. 2nd and 11.
Number 34 shuts it down, loss of 1, and now it's 2nd and 11. Clock is still running, going down to about 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
See what happens in 10 seconds left on the play clock.
It's going to be another running play to number 22. And let's see if 22 can capitalize. Hooks right, couldn't do anything. And now MSU goes for the first timeout.
As they should. Time is not on their side right now. Drops back the pass and cuts. Oh,
you see, he had it, but couldn't hold on to it. And now the kicker didn't think he would have to come up to get some points for the team, but delivers with a good kick for 27. USC.
That's pretty much going to probably seal the game here. Unless MSU scores quickly and get an onside kick, this game is pretty much over. It should be a touchback here, and it is. It's 2:03 left to go in the fourth. Michigan State has to score quickly. They do have 2 timeouts.
Look, I want to be a believer, but if that was the case, they should have been making momentum at least a minute or 2 ago. This is going to be a very tough challenge for MSU. I don't think they're going to make it up.
Yeah, you might have a point here. Oh, man.
Look at all that time. And that could have been an easy interception by number 55, the linebacker.
Honestly, it could have been a pick 6 if anything, but lucky for them. 1:48 to go. Drops back and goes nowhere.
Well, no, somewhere positive of 4 yards, but it's now 3rd and 6. They need to move the chains. A first down is required. And it doesn't happen. 4th and 6, they're going to go for it. They have no choice. If they get this in, they stay alive for another drive. And it happens. The tight end number 80 collects, and that's another first down for MSU with about 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. I mean, they're down by 13. If they can get a touchdown, they can try to get it back with an inside.
They get the first.
An onside kick.
They give it to them.
Well, it's just a few inches away from the goal. Like I said, if they try to win, they can do it with an onside kick if they get the touchdown. But right now, it's another first down for MSU. They are
now they call time.
They wasted maybe a second or 2. They thought a little too late there. Now they're down to 1 minute. Quarterback number 10 steps back, and that's a touchdown, MSU.
What I tell you, they're still in it.
Here we are.
They still need a first.
USC is wondering what is going on.
But they got this.
They're down by 6.
But this game is 37 seconds.
57 seconds can feel like an eternity. And here goes the onside. Can USC collect it? They will. The wide receiver number 85 gets it.
And that's it.
And look, with great field position, all they need to do is just run down the clock. MSU is going to probably take their final timeout as soon as number 7 launches the play.
I'm surprised they didn't take a knee here.
At that point, number 22 pushes it to near first down, and the final timeout is used. It's 2nd and 1, 53 seconds remaining. USC has the ball. It's 27-21. And now halfback delivers the first down. Only needed about 1 yard, got a few. And now it's a new set of downs with 45 seconds remaining. No way for MSU to call a timeout. So I'm pretty certain that USC is just going to burn the clock.
Or take a knee.
They could just take a knee.
Which I'm pretty sure they're going to do here. They're going to kill the clock here and then probably take a knee. And that's going to do it. UFC is going to knock off MSU.
If they launch the play, I don't know if they realize they can get a penalty.
And it doesn't matter here. They take a knee, and that game is pretty much going to do it as USC takes down MSU.
And it looks like USC can breathe comfortably because they wanted to prove that that match against Florida wasn't a fluke, that they knew what they were doing and they were able to pull something off. And they didn't do it to just any team. They did it to a top 15 team. MSU is disappointed.
And USC celebrates after they get a pretty much convincing win. It was never in doubt that USC was going to lose this as they take a commanding 27-21 win over MSU.
Well, look, we move into future rounds as we close the second round of our contest. Keep in mind that the top 4 teams will move on to a national semifinal, and if USC keeps it up, we could see them there. For all of us here, this is the Brownsville Gamer.
This is that other guy.
Thanks for watching NCAA13 CFT. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and thanks for watching.